Athens, the capital and heart of ancient Greece, a powerful civilization and empire. The city is still dominated by 5th century BC landmarks, and in this video, we're going to take a look at 10 beautiful places to visit in Athens. And if you do like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Number 1. The Acropolis. So as I mentioned, the city is still dominated by 5th century BC landmarks. The Acropolis is a hilltop citadel topped with ancient buildings like the Parthenon, the greatest symbol of the glory of ancient Greece. The Acropolis rises spectacularly in the centre of Athens. So just as pilgrims of millennia past made their way to worship here, you can ascend the marble steps on the west side to find yourself dwarfed by the towering columns of the magnificent Parthenon. And what's amazing is that it serves as a daily reminder to Greeks of their heritage and the city's many transformations. So the magnificent Acropolis is actually visible from almost every part of the city, and it's the hub around which Athens still revolves. Number 2. Anafiotika. Now perched precariously on the slopes of Acropolis Hill, this district is a tranquil oasis in the bustling heart of downtown Athens. What's interesting is that it's characterized by its blue and white cyclidic houses, narrow passageways, and centuries-old churches. Now to me, and probably to you, it's more reminiscent of Santorini than central Athens. So if you want to escape the hustle and bustle and go for a little wander, then head to Anafiotika, which is a beautiful neighbourhood of Athens. Number 3. The Acropolis Museum. Now this is another of Athens' top attractions. The museum contains one of the most valuable collections of ancient Greek art in the world. So below the Acropolis hilltop, it's replaced the former museum on the hill, and the unique layout incorporates an ancient Athenian neighbourhood. So for me, this is one of the best things to do in Athens, especially as it's such a historical city and it's a great way to learn even more. And of course, when temperatures get so hot by midday, it's a great place to kind of get away from it. But be aware, the entrance queue to purchase tickets can be so flipping long. So it's best to book your tickets online well in advance. That way, you've got a guaranteed admission at a specific time. Number 4. Ancient Agora. The ancient Agora was the marketplace and the centre of everyday life in ancient Athens. Now the Greek word agora means to gather and orate, which is kind of like make a speech, indicating that this site was a location of public speaking. And one of the most striking features of the ancient Agora is the Stoa of Attilos. Now the Stoa may have been the scene of Socrates' trial in 399 BC. So what better way to spend the day and follow in the footsteps of Socrates? Number 5. Temple of Hephaestus. So this is super close to the ancient Agora and should be on your next step. The awe-inspiring Temple of Hephaestus. You can easily reach it on the pleasant walk along the footpath that leads right up to the Agora hill. This 5th century temple is one of the best preserved ancient Greek temples, and thanks to its conversion into a Christian church, which saved it from destruction. Now the temple was designed on a classical plan, with 6 rows of 13 columns. Walk around, take some pictures, and entry to the temple is included in the ancient Agora ticket, so make sure that you're aware of that. Number 6. Roman Agora. Now, adjacent to the ancient Agora is the site of the Roman Agora. Now, while it may all seem like one site, these buildings were constructed later, and construction eventually moved on to the site of the ancient Agora. And one of the easily recognizable sites here is the Tower of the Winds. On the edge of the Roman Agora is the ancient Hadrian's Library, founded by Emperor Hadrian in AD 132. You can see one wall of Hadrian's Library and the ruins of the Roman Agora from the street, but if you want to explore further, you can buy a ticket and walk throughout the ruins. Number 7 is the Temple of Zeus. The temple of Olympian Zeus was the largest temple in ancient Greece. Though the Parthenon is better preserved, the temple was an even more monumental structure in its day. It dates back to the 6th century BC but was not completed until the 2nd century AD by the Emperor Hadrian. So it's easy to imagine the grand impression this temple made in its complete form. Number 8. Monastiraki. From jewelry to clothing and everyday goods is exactly what you'll find in the Athens flea market in Monastiraki. So this is one of the neighbourhood's main draws, but the area has a very unique vibe, and it's a great place just to people watch and relax, go grab an iced coffee and just enjoy the atmosphere. There are no shortage of restaurants, and this is a good place to come for lunch, especially if you want to grab a juicy gyro. There's always one thing I wondered. Is goodies still available? Alongside Monastiraki, I think seeing the best view of the city should be your next port of call. The view from the top is one of the best in Athens. At 227 meters in height, it's the highest point in the city, and it provides a unique view down upon the Acropolis. So you have a choice. You can either walk to the top if you really want to, or like most people, you can take a 3-minute ride on the funicular. It only costs around €10 round trip, or you can just do €7 one way. Number 9. Aegina. Now, a trip here is the quickest way to find yourself on an island if you're staying in Athens. I think it's a great day trip. It boasts a perfect combination of ancient ruins and very sandy beaches. Outside the picturesque Aegina town, you'll find the Temple of Hephaestus, which is among the country's top ancient sites. But I'll give you a bit of a warning. Make sure you avoid the summer weekends there because all the Athenians head off to get out of that city heat. But you can take the ferry or the hydrofoil straight from the harbour of Piraeus, so there's no need to book in advance as there's plenty of departures. Number 10. Napier. One of Greece's most romantic cities, famous for its listed architecture and majestic Venetian castles. And the good thing is, it's just a short drive away from Athens and perfect for a day trip. So what to do in Napier? You can climb all 999 steps of Palamini Castle. Once you climb up the steep hill, you will be rewarded with a panoramic view of Napier and the sea. It was actually built in record time, between 1711 and 1714, so only 3 years. So if that's not enough, there's another view that you can admire from the Acropolis of Napier. The Napier is the oldest part of the city of Napier. Until the 13th century, it was a town all on its own, and the arrival of the Venetians and the Franks transformed it into part of the town's fortifications. So all in all, Napier is exceptional and there is so much to do here. I could do a video all on its own. So if you do want to see that, let me know in the comments below and I will do that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all on the next one.